Like a surveying tool. Okay, so here's what we got. We're trying to find out if the pad is level. Got most of it. Got a little bit left to go. Some of these are bigger. That's what I'm talking about. We'll take a chainsaw to these. Maybe the stumps too. Although somebody might just want to throw a stump onto their fire pit, and yeah, that'll last all day. Here's some of the pile of wood chips. But I've put some down here, and I pulled some from another part of the stuff that I pulled from the woods over there. And it packs down quite a bit, so I'll need to just keep adding stuff in here. And then once I got this area done, then I'll pile wood chips over here and just cover up all of this debris. I've got a couple of trees in this section that I'm going to try and pull out that'll let me open up so I can have a clear view back in there of that portion of pasture that we're opening up. So if we're going to run pigs or anything else back up in there, if we can see it from the center of the property, just looking back that way, a good line of sight will make us more comfortable with putting animals back there. Yeah, I just think, avoid things being hidden. That's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to open this up a little bit, get rid of some of these trees. They're kind of scrubby anyway. And then eventually I'll come through here and just cut down the thorns and the brambles, because that's pretty much all this stuff is. Typically what's inside of these kind of trees that I'm taking out. See, they get hollowed out from the middle and create these big colonies that eat these trees, and they die, but they won't fall over, and then when they do, it's very inconvenient. So I'll let these guys settle down, and then I'll take this out because they're kind of all over the tree branch too. From up here in the pasture, it's got you can see through the cut through there pretty well, and it'll be a little bit better when I clear out that low stuff. But as those trees grow, assuming we keep them, I'll keep the limbs trimmed up higher like I will for these as well, just to make sure there's a view through and we can see whatever's happening up in here. And just for this little area though, it creates a pretty healthy pile of stuff. I've created even more work. Good times. So what I'll likely do is take this stuff, bring it over there to the pile that I still have to chip, and I'll just put it in the mix. I still got some work to do on that pile up in the corner there, but you saw that's coming along pretty well. And then I'll bring a chainsaw up and cut some of that bigger stuff down to firewood, because I got some friends with burn pits and whatnot that would like to, fire pits that they would like to have for, just getting to spend some of the cooler evenings outside with their family, maybe roast some marshmallows or whatnot. Seems my work has drawn the curious. They follow the chickens around and get what's left over of the feed and whatnot. It's kind of cool. I like seeing them here. Well, since the camera took a half gainer there, this is about where I ended up. It gives us a view back up into this corner from the house, which is good. And I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm just gonna keep cleaning this up a little bit, but there's pretty much the final answer for today anyway. Just get that opened up a little bit more. Now we can see up into that corner. I don't know what the final solution is gonna be for all this, but we're just gonna keep after it, little by little. We'll see where we end up. Surveying tool. Okay, so here's what we got. We're trying to find out if the pad is level. So I have a friend, he brought his transom over. So we got it set up here in the middle of the pad, as I've done it so far. And now we're trying to determine what the even point would be on all four corners. And then that'll tell us how much more dirt I need or how much dirt I need to move around. This is pretty cool. But I'm gonna stop filming because you just never know when something's gonna go wrong on something like this when you're filming it. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you think one truckload's gonna do it?
Probably two if I want to have a ramp out the front.
Don't you want pitch on your floor?
All right, so what it's telling us, we set the laser in the middle, and what it's telling us is to have level all the way across to the about 2 inches above grade back near that tree. Yep. This is how high this corner needs to be brought up. So I'm gonna need more dirt.